Hey everybody, welcome back to Factorio, Operation Lazy Bastard. So, I forgot a very important point about the game we're playing now. You can't see it here, but up at the top of the window, I'm reminded that we are on version 0.18. Actually, to be specific, 0.18.4. So we are knee deep in the next level up for this game. So there've been a whole bunch of changes, and I'm seeing some of them. For example, we've got, you can kind of make it out, we've got water animation. Oop, I'm going to grab that fish. Ooh, let's grab that other fish right over here. Yeah, we've got animation in the water. We've got very subtle, you can see animation in the trees. Plus, the menus have changed quite a bit, but I can't go through all the changes at the moment. But yeah, so we are in 0.18, so there we go. It actually came out a while ago. It's just been a while since I've been able to record an episode now. And truth be told, the last two episodes I recorded, we were playing on 0.18, and I just didn't realize that. So silly me, but be that as it may, let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to do in this particular episode. So last time, we set up some assembly plants so that we could add more power to the system, and we've done that, and right now we have got an ample supply of power. Also, each of these steam engines generates 900 kW, almost a megawatt. We're only consuming about 5 megawatts of power, and we have the ability to produce, well, I guess that would be about 15 megawatts right there if my math fails, if my math does not fail me. So we're good on power for at least a little while. But, so I'm looking at the situation, and I see we've got red science. Up here, we produced last time, but notice we've got no science being produced, and the reason is, look at our copper. Our copper is being absolutely destroyed by the green chip production. And green chips, it's not a temporary production run. We need to be producing green chips all the time. So we need to up our copper game. So let's take a look at the copper situation right now. We've only got 6 furnaces working on it. We've only got 6 mining machines. We've got one single belt that's not even being filled of, a yellow belt that's not even being filled of copper ore. So we need to look at increasing that, increasing our copper output. And so let's see, we've got furnaces. You know what, let's grab a stack of those because we're going to start production of, or hang on, actually. Okay, what's going on with our, we don't have much in the way of stone either. Alright, so if I drop these furnaces in here, do I need these I don't know if, do I need furnaces to do that? No, maybe I don't. Why did I set that up to be produced? I don't know. Alright, well we need more stone bricks, obviously. And let's go ahead, grab a bunch of these because apparently we're not keeping up here. Our stone production just isn't keeping up. And let's do that. Let's do that. See if we can get some steel furnaces because we're going to need them. Yeah, so we're basically kind of hurting all around. So I think we need to concentrate on mining machines and belts. I'm not sure where our mining machine situation is. Let's see. Do we have any? Oh, okay, right. I knew I'd set up a machine to do it, but wasn't sure where. And how many of each? Okay, you're going to grab a stack of those. Let's go ahead. While that does its thing, we are going to, let's see, coal, no, coal we're good at the moment. Stone we need more, but let's see if I stick that there. Okay, it only expects to produce stone, that's good. Put this here and here. So again, to reiterate, for anybody who might be new to this series, might be new to Factorio even, the purpose of this series is to document my attempt at achieving the Lazy Bastard Challenge, at completing the Lazy Bastard Challenge, which, as indicated by the little thing, like the little window here up in the upper left corner, I can produce only 111 items in my hand without the help of machines. Now, it seems like a more difficult thing to do, but in reality, producing things in your hand is very easy. It's very tempting. It's a very easy solution, as opposed to setting up a machine specifically for producing a small item in your hand that you would otherwise produce in your hand. So if I can keep that number under 111, I'm going to achieve that. I'm going to complete that challenge, but I want to keep it actually to 8 or below. Right now it's at 7, and I'm reserving that 8th item for the oil refinery. I have to make one oil refinery in my hand because, as I stated earlier, I won't have the technology to use a machine to produce it. So I have to stick with what I've got. Okay, so steel furnaces. All right, we don't need to produce that many. Let me just do that and grab those. Yeah, so we're running the ruins mod, and as I said before, there are ruins all over the map. If we find them, we can scavenge resources, and with those resources, we can keep that number of items produced to well below the 111 threshold, because things like assembly machines require a lot of things to, a lot of subcomponents, but we can find those subcomponents just out in the world, most of them anyway, so. And we can even find the machines themselves. So go back to episode 1 if you like, and I will have shown you that. Okay, so now let's look at copper. Let's look at our copper ore, which kind of sucks right now, I ain't gonna lie. And I think we're actually going to need to add more furnaces for sure. But let us go ahead, drop some more mining machines. There we go. Actually, let's use all the yellow belts we can. Alright, and I have any lights? Yes, I do. Drop some lights there. Okay, so that'll help the copper situation. You know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to take these red belts and I'm going to put them right here. Do I have a red splitter? Yes, I do. So that's actually going to help the copper situation as well, because throughput is a huge issue. And the red belts go twice as fast as the yellow belts. And I'm basically putting a full yellow belt here, almost full, onto half of a red belt. So I might as well use those red belts that I've found for increasing that throughput. So let's see what we can do with our copper. If I add one here, add one furnace. I'm actually going to add 2 furnaces here. If I can. I might not be able to. Let me see. Nope, not going to use the red belts. Alright, and do I have any yellow inserters? Boy, they've changed the sounds on the inserters too. They've got kind of a funky noise. I'm not sure I like it. But, alright, so we've got that. I don't know how much this is going to help us. I'm basically increasing the copper capacity by 50%. I'd like to increase it more, but this is just temporary. Oh, come on. There we go. And let's stick that there. Okay. Alright, so that will increase our copper a little bit. Let's see, is there anything else we can do? I'll bet, see, it's totally sucking down the copper. So I say, we grab some yellow belts. And again, we want to avoid producing them in hand any way we can. So we go over to our place. We go over to our little spot. in the base that produces them, so get used to that. Okay, so let's see actually if we can increase our copper. How can we do that? How can we do that? Okay, let's go ahead and place eight furnaces here. This is going to do a lot. And what we're going to do here is run a splitter here. We're going to split off the coal and split off the copper ore. You know what? I'm going to move this utility pole here. There we go. So if we split off these from their respective main lines, come on. There's a slight lag for some reason. Not exactly sure what's causing it. Starting to wonder if my computer's having issues. It's getting old. I mean, as computers go, it's getting old. Probably about 3 or 4 years old at this point. I bought it brand new. Now we see it's split here, I would say. Oops, belt's running the wrong way. And okay, so now we've got copper and coal supplied to these. All right, I'm thinking we're going to have to add a few more mining machines for the copper. So let us first, let's see, where can I merge? I want to merge the belts. I can do it from here. I'm just going to actually turn the belt in on itself. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Do I have any other underground belts? I'm gonna need them. Actually, let's go down here, get some more mining machines, because we're also going to need those. Let's see. Actually, I need more iron plates as well. And let us dump the iron plates in here. And how many gear wheels do I have? I have 100 gear wheels. Let's go ahead and drop them in there. Take these machines. So, underground belts, do I have any? I'm not so certain I do. Oh, wait, right up here. Oh, yes. I did set up some, didn't I? No? Yes? I did. Okay, our copper situation is still kind of anemic. But we're about to fix that. Look at the spaghetti. Get used to this. This is what we do in Factorio. We basically just create spaghetti. Spaghetti belts. We create spaghetti using conveyor belts all over the map. Sort of a Factorio joke, to be honest. Okay, so we've added that capacity as well. But again, copper situation is lacking. Oh wait, red belt, or yeah, red belts. So what I need to do with the red belts is make this portion of it faster. And I'm not going to be able to do it, am I? Well, it was close. Okay, so we've got enough. Okay, let's put this utility pole over here because it's in the way of our splitter. I don't have any yellow splitters. I don't have any more red belts. Doggone it. Did I not make something for splitters? Yellow splitters? Did I not make a machine to create yellow splitters? I don't think I did. Well, we are going to have to fix that. So each splitter needs 4 belts and 5 electronic circuits and 5 iron plates. Let's do this. Okay, don't need that pole there. Let's do a thing. So let's empty some belts onto this conveyor. Bring it over to here. Then we've got iron plates. Using these red inserters, we can get green chips. And there we go. So let us set up a crate to collect the finished products in. That should be plenty. And, oh, let's move this. Let's move this utility pole. Right-cha. There we go. Okay, so we've got yellow splitters. So let's go back to our copper. We'll get this done. This is what it's all about. One problem in Factorio is always gated behind the solution of another problem. Or put another way, inside every problem, there's a million little problems trying to get out. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be good. Let's go ahead, drop a few. Actually, let's kind of keep them fairly close together, or fairly consistently placed. And I'll hold on to the one still in my inventory. Drop some lights. Okay, that should help with the copper situation a little bit. Little bit. But we really could use more. Let's see how we're doing for power. Not too shabby. More of the furnaces are intact. Let's see, now we're stacking up on the copper. Excellent. So now, oh, look at that. Look at that. We've got red science being produced. Fantastic. So the other thing I wanted to produce is I wanted to produce some red inserters. Now, how can I do that? I was going to do... Okay, for red inserters, what do we need? We need iron plates and gear wheels. Gear wheels. Okay, we don't need the green chips. Okay, so that was wrong. Okay, right-cha. That should be perfect. And then we'll tell this to make red inserters. Now we've got iron plates. So what we're going to do actually is set up another outfeed for this production of yellow inserters. So when that crate is full, it will also feed the red inserter crate, or the red inserter assembly machine. I could create my own production. I could create another whole production of gear wheels, but I don't think I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3. I think I need another underground belt. And I'll show you why. Okay, let us go from here to there. And I will place a red belt right here so I can feed off this crate of gear wheels. Let's power that up. Oops. Power that up. And set up another crate right there for red inserters. So now we don't have to worry about producing those piecemeal. And that is just fine. Okay. Well, you know what? Actually, I may want to do this another way, because I'm actually robbing gear wheels from this machine also, because this red inserter doesn't move as fast as this blue one. Well, no, it shouldn't make a difference. Shouldn't make a difference. Alright, well, never mind. So there we go. Now we've got red inserters, yellow, blue ones being produced. We've got these here, the burner inserters, but we really don't need too many of those. We really only use those to feed the steam engines. Otherwise, we'd have to supply them with coal separately. Okay, now let's take a look at what we can do for the iron ore situation. Now, the iron ore is also hurting. Well, actually, it's not. What we need is better throughput. I mean, half the machines aren't even working. But we've just got a bottleneck here because we've got both of these on the same belt. So it's a little bit of a bottleneck. Sure could use some red belts right about now. Where are we at as far as technology goes? Okay, so we would need logistics 2. And in order to get red belts and logistics 2, we need green science. Well, that to me seems like actually seems like a decent goal. Why don't we try for that? Okay, the iron situation. Oh man, we don't need... Okay, oh, we can scrounge these red belts here. Remember, I put these down for throughput, but I don't think it's as needed as it was before. I don't think it's as important to have red belts there as it is to have it right here, let's say. Although I sure would like to have some underground belts, some red ones. We put the underground belt here, and then we can remove this bottleneck, and now we've got straight red belts. And do I have any red splitters? I do. I put one right... Oh man, this is slowing us up right there. Put one right there, but I'd like to put one right here. Also... Oh, I don't know how I don't know if I can do that. Do I have any red splitters that are just sitting around doing nothing? I can replace that one. And I will put one right here. There. That should help a little bit. Not a lot, but some. That'll help keep our iron up. Green science. Okay, yes, we did actually set up the production of green science a little bit. But we can do better. So let's see, we've got a bunch of splitters, probably going to need more than that. Yellow splitters. And belts I think will be okay. We've got enough assembly machines, we've got... Let's see, do we have enough of these? Let's take a few more inserters. Red inserters were good. And we should have plenty of assembly machines. So let's go ahead and knock out some green science. Okay, there is a way to do this. This recipe hasn't changed since early days of Factorio, as best I can remember. This has not changed. So we're going to make green chips. In order to get green science, we need to combine green chips and yellow inserters. So let's copy those. Alright, we've got underground belts, so let us... Lights, please. So let's see. So we want to bring our green belts, or green chips together. Then we need to create another small plant that makes yellow inserters. And let's see if I can remember how to do this. Let's actually use 2 red inserters, because here we have to produce gear wheels. Here we produce yellow inserters. Now it takes a little longer to create the yellow inserters than it does to create enough gear wheels for them, so we're only going to use 1 gear wheel plant to feed 2 yellow inserters. Okay, but the yellow inserters also need, if I'm not mistaken, iron plates. Okay, so that we can supply by splitting off of here. Okay, so now they need chips. Okay, let's see if we can do this right here. And if I do that... see, I think I did that right. Let's find out. That goes there. That goes there. This goes here. Nope, that does not go there. This goes here. And a red inserter would go here. So that discharges the yellow inserters. Let's make sure these have power. And let's make sure we can get the green chips over to them. So now we've got a way to get everything that's needed. Okay, there we go. It's producing. Good. Excellent, 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 excellent. So now, the last thing we need, the last ingredient for green science is conveyor belts. And I think we're actually going to have to set those up over here. Because conveyor belts require all iron stuff. So let's set them on this side. Gear wheels. And there's the supply of iron plates. And that ought to do it. Boom, boom. I have 4 assembly machines. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. I want 8. A total of 8. I can remove the ones from the middle of the science area. Okay, this one is going to be gear wheels. This one is going to be conveyor belts. So then we take... So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to need a bunch more of some supplies. Let's take this apart. Scrounge these supplies. And somehow we need to get our... We need to get our science onto the belt. So I have to move one of the labs so that I can get an underground belt here to do it. Alright, so that's going to feed our green science. Yes, that should do it. Okay, so now we've got 7 assembly machines. See if I can do this. Oh, where can I do this where it will fit? Can I actually do it here? One. I think I can. Yeah, that's enough room. That is enough room. Well, first of all, let's start with 6 machines. Or 7. Yeah, we can do 7. And now, let's set this up to produce green science. Alright. I actually need a couple more red inserters, unfortunately. Drat, almost had it. Actually, I'll go ahead and use a gray assembly machine here just to make it a nice round 8. It's just going to go a little bit slower until I put a replacement there. So no worries. So there we go. We now have green science. So let's go ahead and start on the research for red belts. And that would be logistics 2. Start the research. And we see the green bar ticking, so we are good. And I think the very last thing that we will do in this episode is, while green science is being produced, we're going to come down here, find out where our blue assembly machines are being produced. Did we not set that up? I thought we did. I really thought we set that. Oh yeah, we did. There we are. It's up there. I don't know my own base. So let's dump the gray machines that we have, and let's grab a stack of the green or the blue ones. Right over here, drop that in place. Now all green science producing machines should be going at the same rate. Let's check our power. Okay, we're probably going to bump against our limit in the not too distant future. All the labs are running, all the assembly machines are running. But I think we got a lot done. I'm very happy with that. Our iron supply is more or less keeping up. Our copper supply is definitely keeping up. So yeah, I think we're in a good place. So let me just take a look here. Is there any science we want to think of down the road? Really looking for engines would be good. Maybe some landfill. Although yeah, we might want to fill some of this in to gain some space, some of the lake. I don't know. We'll see. Our pollution seems okay. The biters are a long way off, so we don't have to worry about them. So yeah, well, I think that'll do it for today. Remember, if you're enjoying this series at all, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It sure helped me out, and it won't cost you a thing. So anyway, hope to see you guys next time. Ciao.
Thank you.